Welcome to Power Parenting. As always, our goal is to connect church and home by equipping parents to be the primary faith trainer in their home. Today, we're talking about the principle of don't say someone's no for them. I'm Fred, and I'm joined here today with Kendal.
Hi, Fred. It's so great to talk about this. It's such an important thing, especially within the special needs community. So if you have a child with special needs, there's a high likelihood somebody has told you your child can't or won't be able to do something. But the principle of don't say someone's no for them is that we believe in God's yes, that God made each child with a plan and a purpose.
Yeah. You know, Kendal, in my many years of experience, and that's been 40 years in working with children with special needs, I have so many times seen people put limits on children with special needs. And because of those limits that people have put on our children with special needs, many times either a teacher or a parent even will say, no, they can't do that because of their special need. And because they hear that so often, many times our children, what I call a self-imposed no. And that really limits themselves. But however, I have seen many times, however, where children with special needs have proven their parents wrong, have proven their teachers wrong, and have done so many great things. Let's say, for example, Moses, all right? Moses, time after time after time, told God what? He told God no. He told God no, that he couldn't be a part of his great plan. He gave a long list of excuses, and that the one big excuse was his language, his speech. He said, I can't speak for you, God. But in Exodus 4:11, it says, the Lord said to him, who made the human mouth? Who makes him mute or deaf? Seeing or blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Moses went on to be one of the greatest leaders of God's chosen people in the Old Testament.
That's so true. It also makes me think of John 9 when the disciples bring the man who was born blind to Jesus. And they said, why did this happen to this man? Was it because of his sin or his parents' sin?
Exactly.
And Jesus said, no, it was to show God's glory and his great power. Fred, did you know that out of the 34 miracles recorded in the Gospels, 25 of them involve people with special needs?
Yeah, that's just amazing, Kendal, just amazing. And we believe Ephesians 3:20, and it's really one of my favorite verses. And it says that God is able to do immeasurably more than we could ever imagine or believe through his power that works within us. And we use this power to help our special needs kids or kids with special needs and help them to realize that they are a blessing to others.
That's right. And no matter their ability, God's at work within them. And by choosing to not say their no for them, we're helping all of these children, teens, young adults with special needs to be a part of God's plan and purpose for them.
Exactly. Let me share a real life example of God's yes in the life of a child with special needs. Emery is a young child in our special needs ministry here at Kingsland, and she is nonverbal. She's in a wheelchair. She is totally dependent on others. But God's yes for Emery is her infectious smile and laugh. Emery will be sitting in her chair, then all of a sudden she's just loud giggle and laugh will come out. It is such a blessing, and it brings joy to everyone that is around her. And she may not realize it, but Emery is bringing a real blessing to others through her infectious laugh.
She has the best laugh.
She does.
So by allowing all of our children to be God's yes, we're allowing them to be a blessing and a part of God's plan for somebody else too, right?
Right, exactly. And we in our special needs ministry with our volunteers, we have people say yes to our children and adults and teens with special needs. We don't want to put limits on our children and teens and adults in our special needs ministry. So we encourage our volunteers to make sure that all of those that are in the class are actively engaged in the Bible story and the Bible lessons. It's a way for us to say yes to these special needs children. Yes.
So how can these families of children with special needs help their children say yes to God's plan? Well, they can pray for them daily. They can ask others around them to not place limits on them. And they can let their children know that they believe in them and God's perfect plan for their life.
Exactly. So we are honored to walk with you as together we strive to equip next generation of believers one home at a time.